من التزم السلفية حصل الخير كله وحصل أجرا عظيما وفيرا كبيرا، لأنه لزم هدي رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله في الصالحين محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، عن أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: يأتي على الناس زمان القابض على دينه كالقابض على الجمر. رواه الترمذي. Hadith, which is Hasan, is a good chain. Shaykh Abdulilāh bin Baz rahimahullah has mentioned Hasan, Hadith, Hadith of Anas radiallahu anhu, that the time will come upon the people, the one holding on to his deen is like the one holding on to hot coal. This hadith is a prophecy from the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, showing you that much evil will increase, and much evil will become widespread. The reasons that evil will become widespread will also increase. And that time, holding on to your deen will be like holding on to the hot coal fire, the hot coal. And those holding on to their deen at that time will be few because of the hardship and the difficulty. Just like the hardship and the difficulty of holding on to hot coal. No doubt, holding on to hot coal is not easy. It's difficult. And it's unbearable. But the one holding on to his deen at that time will be firm, will be holding on to his teeth, gripping it, his molar teeth, just as the Messenger mentioned the hadith of Ḥurban, عَضُّ عَلَيْهَا بِالنَّوَاجِبِ, hold on to it, meaning the sunnah, my sunnah and the sunnah of the rightly guided caliphs, hold on to it with the molar teeth. There will be many fitan, much trials and tribulations, trials in terms of shubuhat, in terms of doubts, والشكوك والإلحاد, and doubts and deviations, and likewise fitan al-shahawat, the trials of desires. People will fall. Those fitan and those aspects of fitan which are apparent and those that are hidden, where a person will be weak in his iman, where a person, if he doesn't hold on to his deen like he's holding a hot coal, will be weakened in his deen, because he did not push away, he did not repair the obstacles that were coming upon him, one after the other, and each one worse than the other. His yaqeen, his certainty was weak, his outlook was weak. He didn't look at the bigger picture, looking at the reality of this life compared to the hereafter. وَالْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ وَأَبْقَىٰ. He wasn't patient, and patience is of three types: patience upon the obedience to Allah, patience away from the disobedience to Allah, and patience upon that which is decreed for a person. He wasn't patient. Where he knows that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned patience more than 95 times in the Quran, but still he wasn't patient. He knows that the sabirun Allah loves. Wallahu yuhibbu sabirin. He knows that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves the patient ones. وَإِنَّمَا يُوَفَّى الصَّابِرُونَ أَجْرَهُمْ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. And he knows that the sabirun will be given the reward in full. And he knows that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raises, but because of his weakness, he doesn't hold on to the coal, hot coal. So how does one keep firm in these times then? Shaykh Abdulilāh bin Baz rahimahullah gave us some beautiful pieces of advice. regarding this time that will come, this time of trials and tribulations. Shaykh Ḥadīth said, this hadith is حسن حديث جيد ومعناه أنه يأتي عليه من البلايا والمحن والفتن. And it means that the person, what will come upon him are trials and difficulties and hardships. التي تؤذيه وتضره, that which will harm the person, that which will bring difficult hardship upon the person. ما يكون فيها معك القابض على الجبر. Such that the person is like holding on to the hot coal. من شدة صبره على دينه, because of his patience upon his deen, وعلى إيمانه, because of his holding on to his iman, وثباته عليه, and his firmness upon it, just like he's holding on to the hot coal. So much hardship, so much pain in this time from different directions. Everyone, everywhere, coming towards to harm you in different directions, except the few that are with you. The few that are with you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with you. And if Allah is with you, who can harm you? If all the people gather together to harm you, and all the jinn will gather together to harm you, they will not be able to harm you except that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written. So the enemies come one after the other, katra, and they come, and those who all stand with you in firmness of you. So you call upon Allah. ينبغي, Shaykh al-Baz rahimahullah said, للعاقل إذا بلي بهذا أن يتصبر. It's incumbent upon a person that he calls himself to patience. Patience because he knows that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is his helper. نعم المولى ونعم النصير. What a blessed helper he is, and what a blessed one to give you victory. He asks Allah for patience in times of difficulty. He asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for tawfiq, for enlightenment, and to show him a way out. That is the aqil, Shaykh al-Baz said. So how many people were trialed in this time? Times of wars, the times of obstacles that keep coming one after the other. One should remember, just as the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever is trialed with a difficulty or hardship, let him remember my trial. The Prophet ﷺ was trialed the most. And he went through the most hardship and the most pain and the most difficulty. But he sallallahu alaihi wasallam was patient. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam turned to Allah and called upon Allah and relied upon Allah. وَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى الْحَيِّ الَّذِي لَا يَمُوتُ, and rely upon the one who is the perfect living who doesn't die. وَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ, and Allah يُحِبُّ الْمُتَوَكِّلِينَ, and rely upon Allah loves those who rely upon Him. لو أنكم تتوكلون على الله حق توكله لرزقكم كما يرزق الطير يغدو خماصا ويروح بيضانا. As in the hadith of Umar ibn Khattab رضي عنه, if you truly rely upon Allah, true reliance, you will be like the bird that goes out early in the morning, hungry, and comes back full in the evening. So the person, he looks at the bigger picture. He looks at the reward that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prepared for the believers. وَأَنَّ الْآخِرَةُ خَيْرُ وَأَبْقَى, that the hereafter is better and everlasting. وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. The one who restricts his soul away from desires, from evil desires, and he remembers that meeting with his Lord, that maqam, that place where you meet his Lord. As the Messenger ﷺ said, مَا مِنْكُمْ إِلَّا سَيُكَلِّمُهُ اللَّهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. There isn't any one of you except that he will be spoken to by Allah on the day of judgment, without a translator, bila turjuman. So the person, he calls upon Allah, he relies upon Allah, he keeps up his prayers. Even if he's harmed, he's patient, and he remembers the great reward from Allah, and he seeks the help from Allah. just as he seeks help from Allah, he starts the Fatiha, where he asks Allah, إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. You will worship alone, and your help we seek alone. Trials are many. Trials of children, trials of family life, the trials of the wife. These are from the trials of everyday trials that maybe a person may face. Trials of money. People fall because of wealth. There are trials that they go with various misguided groups because of dunya. Trials of these shubuhat of women. إِنَّ كَيْدَهُنَّ عَظِيمٌ. Their plots are mighty. The person must be patient. يَا مَعْشَرَ الشَّبَابِ مَنِ اسْتَطَاعَ مِنكُمُ الْبَاءَ فَلْيَتَزَوَّجْ وَمَنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَلْيَصُمْ. Whoever of you or youth is able to marry, then marry. Whoever is not, then let him fast, because that extinguishes desires. There isn't anything better than extinguishing desires than fasting. So the person, he takes himself. The person, he is with Al-Sunnah to protect himself away from falling into innovation, to bid'ah. He is with the ulama. He learns and he reads and he studies. He's not a person who sits around and does nothing, but he increases in knowledge and he asks Allah for increase in knowledge. رَبِّ زِدْنِي عِلْمًا. He asks Allah for tawfiq. He asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he gains beneficial knowledge. Just as the Messenger would ask in the morning, after the morning prayer, he would ask Allah for beneficial knowledge and righteous actions. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi' wal amalan mutaqabbalan wa rizqan tayyiban. He would ask Allah for these three. And he, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, would seek refuge from knowledge that is not beneficial. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa' wa qalbin la yakhsha' wa nafsin la tashba' wa du'a'in la yustajab. From four things he would seek refuge from. Or Allah will ask Allah, he would say, for beneficial knowledge. We seek refuge with Allah from knowledge that doesn't benefit, from a heart that is not careful and humbled, and from a soul that is not content, always greedy, wants more and more, and from a dua, a supplication that is not answered. These four things the Prophet will seek refuge from, because these are four things which are destructive. Knowledge that is not beneficial is wasteful knowledge. It's not the knowledge of the Book of Allah and the Sunnah of the Messenger in the understanding companions. Not that knowledge of dunya affairs which will help you and benefit you in that which will help you to earn a living is allowed. But knowledge that is not beneficial is knowledge where you fall into sin, fall into disobedience. You backbite and you tell-carry and you slander and you speak ill of this one and that one. This is not knowledge that is beneficial. That if you speak ill of those who are not deserving of being spoken ill of. As for the innovators, yes, you warning as innovators. This deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not a deen of compromising. It's not a deen of brushing the bid'ah under the carpet. This deen is clarifying the sunnah. And the enemies are many against those who clarify the sunnah. Enemies are many, from the dazzling speakers, from those who call you to the hellfire by compromising your deen, such that you don't hold on to the sunnah, but rather believe the sunnah and you follow bid'ah. Like those who say that all the jama'at, they are all doing good. The Jama'at al-Tabligh, Jama'at al-Ikhwan, Jama'at al-Takfir. How could they be all doing good? How can we praise the good and then the people will not be able to distinguish between the good and the bad and they will follow the bad? Rather, the Messenger warned against bid'ah without praising its people, without praising the good that its people do. Rather, he said, I fear that you will be deceived by their prayer. Just as he said about the Khawarij, يحقرون صلاتكم يحقرون أحدكم صلاته يحقرون صلاتكم إلى صلاتهم أو تحقرون صلاتكم إلى صلاتهم وصيامكم إلى صيامهم. You will feel your prayer and your fasting is deficient compared to their prayer. Meaning, don't be deceived by them. The Messenger ﷺ in this narration did not praise them, as some of the ignorant say. Rather, this is a warning for you and me not to be deceived by the innovators and their actions. So it's not to be said, everyone does good. Everyone's doing good, doesn't matter. No. Rather, the good and all good is that which the Messenger showed us. And the evil, all evil, is that which the Messenger warned us against. As Abu Dawud said, تركت رسول صلى الله عليه وسلم وما طائر يقلب جناحيه في الهوى إلا فأخبرنا عنه. The Messenger left us far away. Even the bird flapping its wings in the sky, he told us about. And the Messenger said, there isn't anything that will get you closer to Jannah except that the Messenger told you about. There isn't anything that will keep you away from the hellfire except the Messenger warned you against. So be warned against innovation, because these are from the doubts that Shaitan puts upon the people. All innovation is misguidance. كل بدعة ضلالة. And all misguidance is in the fire. There's no such thing as a good bid'ah in the deen. All bid'ah is evil. The Messenger said it, and we repeat it. The Messenger warned against bid'ah before its appearance. The Messenger warned against the splitting into groups and parties. It is not for you and me to start reinventing the wheel, to start reinventing the deen. The deen is already complete. اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا. The deen is complete. Ibn Kathir rahimahullah in his tafsir said, such that we do not need any prophet after the Prophet Muhammad, such that we do not need any other deen other than the deen of Rasulullah. It is complete. Don't need to look anywhere else. And this is the blessing that Allah has given us. The greatest blessing, as Ibn Kathir rahimahullah said, is that Allah completed this deen for us, this Ummah of Muhammad. So we thank Allah for this blessing. We ask Allah to forgive us our shortcomings in giving thanks to Allah, our shortcomings in being grateful to Allah. For indeed this is a blessing from Allah that He guided you to Salafiyya, guided you to the Sunnah. There isn't anything better than that. No money can buy that. But you will be tested. How many people have fallen because they worship Allah from an edge? من الناس من يعبد الله على الحق. They worship Allah from an edge. They don't worship Allah upon yaqeen and upon certainty. By the ulama who are upon that yaqeen. وكذلك جعلناهم أئمة يهدون بأمرنا لما صبروا وكانوا بآياتنا يوقنون. They had patience. They had certainty. They are the ones that were guided. So with yaqeen, with certainty and guidance, that is where strength, the one will give you strength. And yaqeen comes with learning about Allah, His beautiful names and attributes, and learning what's the rights of Allah. And Allah will guide you. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those who fall upon Him day and night. Be patient upon that with the people of Tawheed. واصبر نفسك مع الذين يدعون ربهم بالغداة والعشي يريدون وجهه ولا تعد عيناك عنهم تريد زينة الحياة الدنيا ولا تطع من أغفلنا منه ذكرنا واتبع الله وكان أمره فرطا. Don't be like the one whose life is all a mess, chaos, all over the place, فرطا. Be with the people who call upon the Lord morning and evening. In the morning they call upon Allah. In the morning they call ikhlas. The evening they call ikhlas. Morning and evening they check themselves. They know the reality. When they go, يا أيها الإنسان إنك كادح إلى ربك كدحا فملاقيه. Everyone is going to meet Allah. And everyone will return to Allah. وأن مردنا إلى الله فستذكرون ما أقول لكم وأفوض أمري إلى الله. We all return to Allah. And this is the sayr. سعد الذين تجنبوا السبل الردى وتيمموا لمنازل الرضوان. They're the happiest who left the lonely paths, the paths of doubts and desires, and turned to the path seeking the pleasure of Allah. With patience and with humility and humbleness. Even if they do good deeds, they don't brag about it, they don't try to say, I did this and I did that. Rather, they do good deeds and they are humble. فعل الفرائض والنوافل دأبوهم مع رؤية التقصير والنقصان. That's Ahl Sunnah. That's how they are. They leave the lowly paths and they go to that path pleasing Allah. Because they know one day they're going to meet Allah. So you want to meet Allah with Sunnah or Bid'ah? You want to meet Allah with Tawheed or Shirk? You want to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon the pleasure of Allah or upon His anger? Wallahi, life is a serious test. حسب الناس أن يتركوا يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون. The people think they'll be left alone to say we believe and they will not be tested. Everyone is going to be tested. Don't think you are immune from the test. Everyone is going to be tested. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to not test us beyond more than we can bear. We ask Allah to forgive us our shortcomings. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us strong in yaqeen and sabr in times of difficulty. May Allah protect us and aid us. Increase in your adhkar, ya ibadallah, ya amatullah. Increase in your remembrance of Allah, in your dhikr, morning and evening. Need this adhkar for protection. Allah to protect us. So don't fall short in saying the adhkar. Asking Allah for afu wal afiyah. For protection and security. We need that. Dunya wal akhirah. May Allah protect us and forgive us and aid us. And keep us with Ahl Sunnah strong. Keep us away from bid'ah and doubts and desires, shahwat. May Allah protect us in the short life that we have in this life. Whatever is left of it, may Allah make it the best. May Allah make our actions according to the Sunnah. That we die for Tawheed and Sunnah. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه غفور رحيم.
السلام عليكم أستاذ. Jazakallah khairan. There are a few questions from the students here who would like to ask you if that's okay with you.
No.
Question from a student is the first one. What is the ruling on women putting makeup on during special occasions like weddings and graduation parties?
If the women are in the presence of women, then there's no harm beautifying themselves in front of women, that which is allowed. And makeup is that which is known from the adat of the people. As long as she's not in the presence of men, alluring men. But if she's in the presence of other women, in parties, whatever party the party is that is allowed, then if it is a party that is not got ma'asiyah in it, sin, music and free mixing, and alhamdulillah, there's no harm in putting on makeup for them. This is something which is known, that is allowed from the adat of the people. Now, with the conditions that we mentioned. Now,
Barakallahu feekum, Ustad. We have another question. Is going to the cinemas halal or haram? Is watching movies at the cinema halal or haram?
going to the cinema, where there will be music and there will be free mixing, you have no control over the music. You sit there and you listen to music. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Najm, at the end of Surah Al-Najm, أَفَمِنْ هَذَا الْحَدِيثِ تَعْجِبُونَ وَصَدَقَ تَقُولُ وَأَنْتُمْ سَامِدُونَ فَاسْجُدُوا لِلَّهِ وَاعْبُدُوهُ وَأَنْتُمْ سَامِدُونَ. This is referred to music, musical instruments, as Abdullah ibn Abbas said. And this verse is revealed regarding the polytheists, mushrikun. Used to play music. Once the Quran was being recited, they would play music amongst themselves and not cry when whilst listening to the Quran. So music is haram. And being in the places of music is not allowed for anyone. We should flee from these places where there is music, and where also you will see women that are not dressed, women that are half naked, not dressed properly. The person keeps away from this. Person of taqwa, person of piety, keeps away from these type of places, because in these places involve haram actions, forbidden actions. Now,
So there are two more questions, if it's okay with you. The third question is, a student asks, will my tawbah or repentance be accepted if my sins are way too big?
Allah answered you. Allah already answered you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَالَّذِينَ لَا يَدْعُونَ مَعَ اللَّهِ إِلَٰهًا آخَرَ وَلَا يَقْتُلُونَ النَّفْسَ الَّتِي حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ أَيْنُونَ وَمَن يَفْعَلْ ذَلِكَ يَلْقَ أَثَامًا يضاعف له العذاب يوم القيامة ويخلد فيه مهانا إلا من تاب وآمن وعمل عملا صالحا فأولئك يبدل الله سيئات حسنات وكان الله غفورا رحيما. If the person has committed shirk, Allah mentioned, committed shirk, or they've fallen into zina, or they've harmed somebody by killing him, but they repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then they will find Allah of forgiving, most mercy. But the key word here is sincerely. If you make tawbah, you repent to Allah, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts the repentance if those are sincere. As the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Man taba, taba Allahu alayhi. Whoever repents, Allah accepts his repentance. But the repentance must be sincere. Tubu ilallahi tawbatan nasuha. Repent to Allah, a sincere repentance. So if you have sins that are major sins, like shirk, and you turn to Allah, Allah is of forgiving. وَيَا عِبَادِ الَّذِينَ أَسْرَفُوا عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ لَا تَقْنَطُوا مِنْ رَحْمَةِ اللَّهِ. Don't despair from the mercy of Allah. إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَغْفِرُ الذُّنُوبَ جَمِيعًا. Allah forgives all sins. So don't despair. You've fallen into fornication, you've fallen into, you drank alcohol, you lied, you insulted, you backbitten, you tail-carried, you caused problems in society, major sins. And you turn to Allah in repentance sincerely, give the right to those you have oppressed, you will find Allah of forgiving, most merciful. Allah loves those who turn unto repentance. Allah loves them. Allah loves the repentful ones. Now,
I'll take one last question, Ustādh. A student asks, how can we help the Muslim youth nowadays from going astray?
First and foremost, you protect yourself first. And you strengthen yourself first. Once you strengthen yourself and you have good brothers around you, you supplicate for the Muslims. And Allah guide them to the truth. Call them to that which will bring them life to their deen. A lot of people are heedless. They do not know the destructive ways of misguidance. They think that this is something fun. They think that his life is going to last forever or for a long period of time. In reality, how many people die when they're young? Remind them of the akhirah. Remind them of the end result. Remind them of the end, going back to the grave, going back to the Torah. مِنْهَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ وَفِيهَا نُعِيدُكُمْ وَمِنْهَا نُخْرِجُكُمْ تَارَةً أُخْرَى. Remind them that they're going to return to Allah. Remind them that when they are sick, who's the one that cures them? When they are in trouble, who's the one who takes them out of hardship? وَدَوَّرْتُ فَهُوَ يَشْفِينِ وَيَمْسَسْكَ اللَّهُ بِضُرٍّ فَلَا كَاشِفَ لَهُ إِلَّا هُوَ. All these difficulties and hardship, Allah is the one that will take you out and protect you and aid you. So remind them of that. Remind them of their reality. Who created them in the first instance? Where did they come from themselves? أَإِلَهُ مَعَ اللَّهِ? Can there be any other deity besides Allah? Remind them of their reality. Give them the parables from the Quran. Recite to them the Quran. Bring to them the Quran. They will know their reality and how in need of Allah they are. By example. Guide them by example. By being an example. Guide them by calling them to knowledge. Beneficial knowledge. Guide them to call them to the Sunnah. Show them the seerah of Rasulullah. Show them the seerah of the Sahaba, the hardship they went through. Did not waste time. For you and me to be guided to Islam, we did not waste time, so why should we waste it? No.
Can we add one last short question of that?
No.
For us who are speaking English, who do you recommend to us to learn from the English dua around the world?
The English dua are known. Those who are being prayed, the ones who are studied or raising the ulama, they studied with the people of knowledge. Yes, they studied with the people of knowledge and they are praised by the ulama. They are known. Where I come from, in England, you have the likes of Abu Hakim, bin Al-Davis, and Abu Khadija. They've been in the da'wah for many years, more than 20 years. And our brothers, Abu Idris, and here in Medina, our brother, Wisdom from the Du'at from England. This is to name a few. Brothers who recently graduated in the past few years. Our brothers, Taqweem, Aslam, Brother Abdul Hakim Mitchell. These are good brothers. And there are others in Birmingham, Abu Hakim and Abu Khadija, Abu Idris, Abu Fudayl, and others. Maybe in America, I have brother Hassan Somali, Abu Hassan Malik, also Richardson, and other rights. From the brothers that we've met and known for many years, who, some of them graduated in Jefferson Media, some of them, but that were in Yemen, like Brother Hassan and Abu Hassan Malik, and likewise Ustādh Hussain in Makkah. There are others, alhamdulillah, who have been in the da'wah for many years. No one can restrict, no one can belie what they see and what they hear in the da'wah that the prophets have been doing. He's spreading the deen of Allah on the internet, from the example of Riyadh, numerous translations that he does. Many websites, over 10, 15 websites, including from the Sunnah, take the Bid'ah. And those who are also translating books, both in America and both in Britain. Alhamdulillah, they are well known and they are praised by the ulama. They come here to Medina regularly and they visit the scholars. Alhamdulillah, that's khair. And there are others. This is not to restrict. This is for those I remember offhand. Those who link themselves to the ulama, the likes of Shaykh Abdulaziz bin Baz, who we met, and the likes of Shaykh Al-Taymiyyah, who we met, and the likes of Shaykh Al-Bani, who we didn't meet, but we would love to have met him. Rahimahullah Jamiyah. The likes of Shaykh Saif Hussain, Shaykh Lahidan, Shaykh Rabi', Nadi, Shaykh Al-Masjid Al-Dad, Shaykh Ali Nasr Faqihi. These are some of the scholars, alhamdulillah, that we know and praise, Shaykh Ubayd al-Jabri, Shaykh Abdullah al-Bukhari, and others. This is not to restrict. These are scholars that are known, and students are known. May Allah forgive us, our shukr. Forgive those who have fallen astray in these times of fitna. Guide them back to the truth. Allah guide us all to the truth. Now, at the end, you be with the Sunnah. اتبعوا ما أنزل إليكم من ربكم ولا تتبعوا من دون أولياء. The end of the day, you have to do the Sunnah. الحق لربكم ولا تكونن من الممترين. Truth is on your Lord, so don't be from the argumentistic ones. The Sunnah go forward. But it is what is important. So it may be somebody strays, somebody falls short, somebody's mistaken. The Sunnah is what is above all of us. We all make mistakes. كل ابن آدم خطأ وخير الخطائين التوابون. All of the children of Adam make mistakes, and the best of those who make mistakes are the repentant ones. Now, wallahu a'lam.
Jazakallah khairan, Ustādh. Would you like to give any final words, or would you like to end the call?
Jazakallah khairan. Allah help you. I know you are few amongst the many, but alhamdulillah, may Allah strengthen your call and say about haqq. Alhamdulillah, you're linking with the people. Now inshallah we'll try to link you with al-ilm. Wallahi, this is our goal. And the brother's goal you are linking with. It's not that they call to themselves, they call you to be with the people of knowledge. I read to you today from Shaykh Ḥadīth There, Muḥarram's advice, that of hardship. Take from the elders. Al-Marfat ma'akabirikum. Listen to the elders. Take from the people of knowledge. Really, we are just connecting the people with the people of knowledge. We have very little for what they have. They are the ones whom we call you to follow from the book of Allah, the Sunnah of the Messenger, the Ustādh mechanics. Whoever humbles themselves to Allah, Allah raises them. Don't be beguiled by those who praise themselves and are arrogant. And their dawah is entertainment. Our dawah is not entertainment. It's not a feel-good factor. It's not a club. It's not a label. Dawah is serious. It's worship Allah. This is the dawah of the Anbiya of Sadiq. Be sincere to call it into the worship of Allah. Of Muslim. It's guidance. Be firm. You are few. You are few. And alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala aided us without compromising, without punishing. Be firm. Allah will aid you. Be firm with this call. Be with the people of knowledge, the elders. Allah will bless you. Allah will give you strength. Allah will aid you. Allah will open the doors of righteousness. Allah will help you build masajid, schools. Be patient with each other. Do not quibble and quarrel amongst yourselves. Take everything back to the book of Allah and the Sunnah of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Build your families, build your societies. In England, now we have over 20 masajid, alhamdulillah. Whereas we didn't have before. But our communities, our children being taught. In Markaz Ma'ad, for example, where we go back to, we have over 160 children being taught the Quran and Sunnah and the Deen of Allah. Because our places, our schools that have been established, dawah is spread, widespread. And go forward with strength. With Allah you will find strength. Jazakallahu khairan.